Hi Cancer, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to your Love Bite. Cancer, let's see what are the messages for you now. And a warm welcome back to all my subscribers. Welcome in newcomers. Cancer Spirit, Cancer. Alright, Cancer, 3 cards for the first person and 3 cards for the other, and we'll also do your mutual energies. So for the first person, who I'll be addressing as person A, is 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the 5 of Swords. Second person, 6 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and the 2 of Swords. Mutual energies, Judgment, Queen of Wands, and the 5 of Wands. Bottom of my deck, I have a 9 of Wands. Either somebody is being very protective of the energy, or this could be the other person wanting one more chance, one more chance. It's like, yeah, from the energy of the first line, which is person A. I mean, newcomers, you could be either one of them, the first or the second, and these are not gender based. So, from the first person's energy, I am feeling they desperately don't want to be left behind, they don't want to be out in the cold, they are feeling very unmotivated with life, they want to be out of their stress and anxiety and sleepless nights now. The other person says, why? There was no partnership here. There was no equal give and take. I don't trust them anymore. I've cut them out of my life. I've made my decision. So let's see what's going to happen. I'll clarify all these and do your mutual energies, Cancer. But before that, let's start with some dialogue message cards. Let's see if you guys could say something to each other right now, what that would be, and then we'll clarify the rest. Cancer and their person, Spirit. Cancer and their person, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Cancer and their person, Spirit. Cancer and their person, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? All right, just a few more from a third deck as well, and then we'll start the reading. Cancer and their person, Spirit, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Last one, here it is, and we can start the reading now. And the first card here, Cancer. And Cancer, if you're looking for personal readings, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. So the first card here says, I want to hold you. It's still not over, boo. I need more time. I eventually had to let you go in the physical world because the pain became too much for me to bear. My emotional, mental, and physical well-being became affected negatively. I'm still fighting my own inner demons where I felt that I wasn't good enough for you, and the guilt of wondering whether I walked away too soon. You're all I think about. The past, the good times, our crazy passion, the drama, and how I want you now. Damn. We are getting older and wasting precious time playing these dumbass runner-chaser games. Let's just level the F up already. Are we doing this or what? I don't want to let you go. Our hearts are connected by an invisible cord. Everything will fall in place one day. I need to work on myself. Alright, so these were some of your messages. If these were resonating with your storyline, Cancer, let's start the reading. Alright, Spirit, tell me for the first line, person A, how are they feeling currently? Why the 5 of Pentacles in reverse? 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, they want to desperately come out of their stress and their anxiety and their sleepless nights about, feeling left behind or feeling in lag. They don't want to be in that position anymore. Am I right, person A? Yeah, they are scared. They are scared of how to come and offer their cup of love. They've realized, I think it's more than just passion. It's actually love that I feel for my person. They don't. If this person was, in the past with, third parties, or they were, not settling or not choosing person B. Now they want to come and offer a full cup of love, and they don't want anyone else. I mean, they're done with their party lifestyle or whatever, and they're very, very frustrated right now because they don't know whether they should take action, not take action. How do they now come back and rebuild. So this person is standing in a lot of contemplation. They are at crossroads, wondering, thinking, planning. I think this person has fallen in love. They may not have expressed it. They could have come across as somebody who, had that I don't care attitude, or it's my way or the highway. And now all they can think about is how do I come out of my stress and my anxiety. I think the other person has stopped talking to them, and this person is getting more and more obsessed each day. Yeah, they are obsessed, they are stuck, and they are trapped in their own mind now as to how do I come forward and offer the other person a new beginning. They want to end the past cycle so that a new cycle can begin, which will end up in a Four of Wands. But I think they're a little scared. They could be a little intimidated by the other person. They don't know whether the other person will hear them out, what decision they'll make. It's almost like the ball is in the other person's court as to whether they will allow me back in or not. So, person B, what about you? How are you feeling currently? Six of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, person B says they breadcrumbed me. They breadcrumbed me. They didn't offer me a partnership. I was bringing a lot to the table. In fact, I'm not even chasing them anymore. I at least know my own value and my own worth. Right? And if they are not able to offer me an equal partnership, the kind that I deserve, then I might as well move on and turn my back to this person. I think person B is having trust issues now with person A. They could be angry, they could be upset, they could be feeling that their person, they waited long enough. They waited long enough for that person to return and maybe offer them some commitment which never came. Maybe person B feels they were being juggled, or this connection was just up in the air. It's like, yeah, this person is just too selfish, too self-centered. They're only thinking about themselves. I really did admire them. I really did think that this person would step up and do right by me. But I have been disrespected. And it's been too long anyway. They've delayed things for too long. It's time for me to make my own decisions and my own choices. Yeah, there is a lot of sadness as well, maybe on person B's side, where they feel, what a waste of time. What a waste of time, energy, effort. Nothing really flourished here. I can't wait any longer. Things have been stagnant for too long. So, person B did see person A at one time maybe as somebody who would step up and do right by them, but they feel hurt and betrayed and, stabbed in the back, and they are standing up for themselves now. They are guarded. They are stepping up for themselves. They feel, this connection is over, or it was unfair. It's time for me to take a leap of faith in a new direction. So person B is the one, I think, who's holding back from the connection now. They don't want a connection which is maybe only passion and nothing else. That's half happiness, right? There's passion but no love. So person B says, it's time for me to make my own choices now. So tell me then mutual energies for the first person. The person who doesn't want to be in the stress and anxiety. They've realized they do love the other person. They are scared. They feel judged. They feel they will not get a second chance. They feel they're very attracted to person B, who they feel is doing really well without them, looking good, getting a lot of attention, maybe still very upset and angry with them. Right? Queen of Wands, yeah, they don't have the courage to first face person B. Yes, they do want to return. They do want to return, but I think their main problem, person A's main problem is they feel, what if there are other people who are fighting for person B now? So yeah, maybe a little bit of ego, little bit of pride is keeping them away. They're trying to find out the truth about where person B is at. I think they just don't want to come towards person B and then get rejected. But if they knew that person B would maybe accept them back, I think this person does want to restore back peace and balance, and they do want a 10 of Cups. They don't want this connection to end. They don't want to be left behind. They don't want to be left out in the cold. So tell me then, person B, what about you? What do these three cards mean for you? The one who says, oh, they've taken too long already. It's, I'm done with them and I'm moving forward towards my own success. Yeah, person B says, yes, I don't think I want to give this a second chance, Omkaratarot. I want something which is going to be an equal partnership, an equal give and take. And the person I was dealing with turned out to be a trickster. So judgment in reverse twice. So person B is really judging person A, maybe calling them a liar or a cheat or, somebody who ghosted them. So there's a lot of disappointment on person B's end. they did want, person B also was wanting or is still wanting something long term in their life, a 10 of Pentacles. So they could be upset and angry and saying, you know what, I know the truth. I need to now cut this person out of my life and focus on healing my own self or moving forward in my own life. So what's the Five of Wands then for you? What's the Five of Wands? Yeah, person B is losing hope. They are losing hope in this connection. They feel they were the ones carrying all the burden of this connection on their shoulders, and they are tired of the conflicts, of the fights, of the arguments. And the person B feels they never even came to apologize to me. I mean, they were rude and they were mean and they were harsh with their words. All I wanted was to know whether they chose me or not, whether, they saw me as their true soulmate, but they were always using their head over heart. So what's the Nine of Swords then, Spirit? Oh, this is person B, Spirit says. They are the ones who've built a fortress around themselves. They're guarding their energy and saying, I'm not going to be juggled anymore. I'm not going to be anyone's option if they are not going to give me something long term. So person B is the one who's giving up, I think, right now, because they see person A as a liar, somebody who's not clear about what they want. So that's what I have for you. Till next time then, Cancer. See you on Wednesday. Of course, for the week ahead before that. Till then, love and light. Take care. Namaste.